Welcome to telling the story cover to cover. Joshua, a new guy just entered the scene. Joshua. So Moses died, and the children of Israel cried and mourned him for so many days. Now they actually miss him. When he was with them, they didn't miss him. They were mean to him, they whined, they get bad attitude. Now Moses died. They missed him. Now they kind of remembered everything Moses has done for them, from when he took them away from Egypt and how far he's brought them. But after a while, God came to them and said, okay, it's okay. Moses, my servant, is gone. He served me well. But you guys will have to continue. You have to move on. You guys have to get to Canaan. And then he said, I have chosen someone else. And he's well trained. Moses had trained Joshua. So Joshua was to take over from Moses. He was the one that was chosen to now take them into Canaan. So Joshua on his own could not believe that he could actually take the children of Israel into Canaan. He was just a young guy. He was scared. He cried every day. He cried one because he missed Moses. He cried because he imagined the people whining and throwing stones at him like they did to Joshua, like they did to Moses. So he wasn't sure he wanted to do this. One day, he went into the tent where they had kept the Ark of the Covenant, and there he stayed crying. And then God came to him. God said to him, Joshua, get up, be strong, be courageous. You are taking the children of Israel over. You are the one taking them to Canaan. Trust me. I'm going to be with you just like I was with Moses. I'm going to perform signs and wonders through you. Just obey me. Keep instructions. And above all, if you really want to succeed the way that Moses succeeded, then this book, the Bible, must never depart from you. The law, then they had the law written in the Ten Commandments. It wasn't written like this. So God said to him, if you really want to survive, if you want to prosper, if you want to be successful in leading them and in everything, the law must never depart from you. You must read it day and night. You must think about everything it says. Once you do this, then you're able to do everything the law says. Once you're able to do it, the rest assured, you're going to be super successful. So Joshua picked courage. He said, okay. He got up. He called the children of Israel. He said, everybody get up. Pack up. We're going to Canaan. You get ready. So they all got to what? They all got ready. And then they started. The journey continued. Guess what? Something bad happened again. He sent a few spies. He said, go and find out. They were almost in Canaan. He said, go and find out. It's a few days and we're going to get into Canaan. Find out how we're going to get in, the shortcuts and everything. And then they said, fine. The spies went. When the spies went in, the king of that country immediately there were spies coming because they had heard about the children of Israel. So he sent his men after them. But luckily, the two spies that were sent, a woman had hidden them somewhere at the roof of our house. She had said to them, help me, we've heard so much about you guys, and we know you're coming in to take over the whole of Canaan, to take over the whole of this land. Make a promise to me that when God gives you the whole of this land, that you won't destroy me and my family. So they made a promise to the woman, and the woman hid them right on the roof. Then they had roofs, not the kind of roofs we have today. So the spies went everywhere. The spies came to her and said, we heard two men came to your house. She said they did come, but they've gone. So they went looking for them and they didn't find them. So luckily later, the woman had to do what? Send them out at the deep of the night. So they came back to Joshua. They said, oh, we've seen the shortcuts. Now we're ready to go. So they were ready for battle. They got ready, but they didn't know how to move. And Joshua was wondering, God, okay, what do I do next? God said, don't worry, I'm going to lead you. Then Joshua came outside thinking what to do. And then right then, he saw an angel. The angel was beautifully dressed and he had a sword, huge. And Moses said, who are you? Are you for us or are you against us? The angel said nothing. He said, I am a servant of the Lord. I fight for the Lord's people. And that gave Joshua courage. And that was how The angel left them and they continued their journey into Canaan. So, what was the next thing they did? They had to conquer a country called Jericho. That was huge. That was intense. And God said to them, very easy. I don't want you to do anything. I want you to carry the Ark of the Covenant, and I want the priest to have, they had trumpets back then. And I want you to go around. Here's what happened. Join me as we continue the story, cover to cover. Let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you for how far you've led us. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for showing us that with you all things are possible. Help us to believe in ourselves. Joshua almost didn't believe in himself. Help us to believe in ourselves. Help us to know that we don't have to be like every other person, but that we have our own special things inside of us. Give us courage, just like you gave Joshua. In Jesus' name, we have prayed. Amen. So join me tomorrow as we continue the story